Hey gamers, Soulsvania is a video game subgenre that merges core mechanics from the Souls series with the exploration and progression of Metroidvania games. It is characterized by challenging, skill-based combat, tough bosses, and a lost on death currency system. And in this video, I will be showing you the top 15 Soulsvania masterpieces every gamer should play. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we go into the list, I want to tell you about my favorite place to buy games, and that's Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an awesome site for grabbing games at great prices. Not only they always have fantastic discounts, but also they running giveaways you won't want to miss. Seriously, these deals are hard to beat. Where else are you going to find prices this good? Why pay full price when you can grab the same game for way less, right? Yeah, you can shop for games on all kinds of platforms, like PC, PS5, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. There are also numerous convenient products to enhance your gaming experience, such as subscriptions, gift cards, and many more. No worries, it's 100% legit, fast, and super easy to use, and their support team is available 24/7. So what are you waiting for? Go check out your favorite games by using the link in the description below and start saving your cash with Instant Gaming. And by using my link, you're not just getting awesome deals, but also supporting this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight is a gorgeous pixel art Soulsvania. Sure, it's a short game, but the whole journey sticks with you from start to finish. This isn't just another pixel art action platformer, it's a tight atmospheric adventure that mixes emotional world building with sharp, precise combat. And honestly, it leaves a strong impression even after the credits roll. You play as Kaho, a young priestess from the village of Lun who sets out to stop a growing curse that has taken over the capital city of Karst. Kaho's main weapon is a magical leaf, and her 3-hit combo hits hardest on the final strike, so timing and distance really matter. Most enemies can be staggered if you time your hits well, while the bosses hit back with simple but deadly attack patterns. They only give you a tiny opening to counter, which keeps every fight tense and exciting. The Devil Within Satgat is another entry in the Metroidvania Souls-like category. Satgat clearly takes inspiration from classic Souls-like combat, dark fantasy worlds, and Eastern storytelling. You play as Kim Rip, whose mission is to purify the world, even if it means confronting the darkness inside himself. The more you progressed, the more you enjoyed learning about his backstory. Combat is fast, aggressive, and skill-based. Kim Rip uses both a katana and shotgun, giving players good variety. You can't button mashing because stamina, dodging, and parrying matter a lot. Early on, parry timing felt frustrating, but once you mastered it, it became one of the most enjoyable parts of combat. Kim Rip also has demonic powers which temporarily boost his abilities but make him weaker if overused. This risk-reward mechanic adds strategy, especially during boss fights. Moonscars is punishing 2D Souls-like, where you play as Grey Irma, a brooding warrior trying to understand her own mysterious creation. The gameplay mixes basic platforming with Souls-like combat. Irma can jump, wall climb, ground pound, dash, and use a mix of standard attacks, charge strikes, parries, and magic-like abilities called Witchery. After countless deaths, including 10 to the first boss alone, grinding becomes mandatory, and just one more try slowly turns into a slog. And yet visually, its stunning painterly backdrops paired with gritty pixel art characters make every area feel like a living oil painting. And yeah, for me, it's easily one of the most beautiful pixel art Soulsvania game in years. Just don't rage quit over this one. Vigil the Longest Night is a fantastic indie 2D action RPG with exceptional exploration, stylish art direction, and memorable music. You play as Layla, a newly trained vigilant who returns to Maytown to find Daisy, who has mysteriously disappeared. This becomes Layla's urgent personal mission. The combat stamina works like Souls games but offers a yellow warning phase before you become exhausted, making it more forgiving, and Layla can equip 3 weapons at once, and each weapon type features its own skill tree, unlockable moves, and special arts. So yeah, if you enjoy 2D Souls-like game with dark fantasy themes, this game is absolutely worth your time. Mandragora Whispers of the Witch Tree is a fantastic Metroidvania Souls-like that offering deep exploration, engaging combat, and extensive character customization. In here, you can choose from 6 different classes, each with its own playstyle. Once you reach a level 25, you unlock the ability to learn skills from other class trees, and since there's no level cap, your build options become almost limitless. Still, it's a good idea to focus on a single skill tree at first until you unlock the option to respec. The exploration keeps things interesting. Instead of just picking up upgrades, you find weapons, crafting materials, and key items like flask expansions. You can even recruit a companion who helps track points of interest in areas you've visited, giving you a more detailed map as you explore. The last faith is Soulsvania that nails atmosphere, exploration, and combat if you like dark worlds, stylish violence, and huge maps full of secrets. One of the coolest things here is the insane weapon variety. You can swing around all kinds of builds, fast blades, magical tools, or firearms. And when you finish an enemy with one of the game's stylish executions, it adds that extra punch of flair that never gets old. Boss fights? Oh, they amazing. Once you've leveled up your character and weapon, they're not too punishing, but their design, especially the hidden bosses, are top tier. When it all comes together, the exploration, the action, the design, it's a feast for anyone who loves 2D pixel art games. Overall, this game is really solid and is an insanely fun time. Aeterna Noctis is one of those games that looks simple at first, but once you jump in, you realize how massive it really is. This is a huge Metroidvania, easily over 30 hours just to finish, and you can push up to 70 if you want everything. Moreover, the world is packed with secrets, enemies, and areas that feel completely different from each other. What surprised me the most is how the gameplay stays fun even after many hours. The story mixes fallen gods, dark kingdoms, and creepy knights. And the platforming challenges are the real star here. The platforms and puzzles are smart and fair, but the controls sometimes slow you down. However, be ready, this game is brutally hard. Not only that, some sections will have you retrying the same jump 20 or 30 times. And yes, the boss fights hit like Dark Souls, so just don't rage quit. Grime is a Dark Soulsvania that challenges you a lot. The game throws you into a world full of strange tunnels and twisting paths. Instead of stressing about losing progress, Grime does something bold. You never lose your mass when you die, and because of that one change, the game becomes way more fun to explore. The combat tension between parrying and attacking is intense. Parrying feels risky but powerful, while attacking is faster but needs timing and stamina. In Grime, some enemies can be absorbed when they're low on health if you perform a perfect parry. Each enemy type you absorb fills up a meter. When you absorb enough of that specific enemy, you unlock new perks you can buy with hunt points. These perks can boost your damage, health, focus, and more. Ghost Song drops you onto the lonely planet of Lorien, where you wake up as the Dead Suit, an ancient mysterious machine warrior with no memories. It mixes the exploration feeling of classic adventures with the intense, thoughtful combat that Souls fans know well. Combat has a unique rhythm. Your blaster heats up the more you use it. Once it gets hot, your melee attacks become stronger, so you naturally switch between shooting and striking, finding a nice flow against enemies. Every enemy drops nanocells, which you spend at ancient statues, fallen robots that act as resting points. Here you can raise your stats and slowly shape your preferred build. You choose how your dead suit grows, which adds that classic Soulsvania satisfaction of getting stronger one step at a time. Ender Magnolia Bloom in the Mist absolutely earns its place as the next chapter after Ender Lilies. It builds on everything fans loved: melancholic beauty, tight combat, memorable bosses, and makes the experience more welcoming without losing the heart of a Soulsvania. Just like Ender Lilies, the story doesn't throw everything at you at once. You earn it. You explore deeper, meet other characters, and unlock memories that slowly reveal your past. It feels the same but sharper, like the devs distilled everything that worked and turned the dial up. The combat sticks to what made Ender Lilies so addicting: memorizing enemy patterns, striking between openings, and keeping calm when a boss decides to open a second phase that makes you rethink your whole life choice. Death's Gambit Afterlife is what happens when a stylish action platformer grows into a full-blown Soulsvania. Bigger world, tougher fights, and way more ways to build your character. The original game already had that classic mix of precision combat and dark fantasy, but Afterlife goes all in with a massive expansion that actually feels like a sequel. For a Metroidvania with Souls-like combat, that's huge. Builds matter a lot more now, and experimenting with different classes actually feels rewarding instead of overwhelming. Combat is still the star here: fast, deliberate, and very Souls style. No difficulty options, no shortcuts. You learn or you die. The branching paths help relieve the pressure though. If a boss is beating you down, go explore somewhere else and come back stronger. Classic Metroidvania design done right. Salt and Sanctuary is basically what happens when you take Dark Souls, flatten it into 2D, and mix in some classic Metroidvania exploration. The game drops you into a grim world where everything wants you dead: zombies, twisted beasts, giant bosses. The combat is tough but fair. Bosses are big, stylish, and absolutely brutal, but finally beating one feels amazing. That's the loop: struggle, learn, win, repeat, and Salt and Sanctuary nails it. The game is also packed with build variety: hundreds of weapons, spells, armor sets, and skill paths let you tailor your character however you want. You can even play local co-op if you want backup, or battle each other in PvP for fun. No online multiplayer, but couch co-op works great and makes the experience more accessible. Nine Souls is honestly one of the most impressive 2D Metroidvanias I've played in years. If you love fast, parry-focused combat like Sekiro, this game is basically a dream come true. You play as Yi, a warrior waking up centuries after being betrayed, and you must hunt down and defeat the remaining 9 souls, the powerful rulers who were once his allies. Parrying is at the heart of everything in 9 Souls. Perfect timing builds chi, which you unleash in powerful talisman explosions. The bosses are the highlight. Every fight feels like a duel, fast, intense, and extremely satisfying when you pull off perfect parries. The soundtrack also hits hard during boss fights and builds atmosphere in every zone. Combine that with clean parry sound effects and you get a game that not only looks great but feels great moment to moment. Blasphemous 2 is easily one of the best Metroidvanias that you should play. It's the kind of sequel that doesn't just repeat what the first game did, it goes bigger, better, and way more stylish. Still, you play as the penitent one, brought back to life with new abilities, and the mission to figure out what happened to the world and what the miracle wants from you. The cool part now, you get all 3 weapons and you can swap between them instantly. Combat ends up feeling super fluid, letting you chain combos, jump cancel, and mix moves in ways that feel really satisfying. Boss fights go wild too, lots of dodging, flashy attacks, and that amazing feeling when you finally figure out the pattern and win. Whether you love Metroidvanias, Soulslikes, or just want a striking 2D action game, this is absolutely worth playing. And the number 1 is Hollow Knight and Silksong. The game isn't just difficult, it's a way for the game to talk to you, to demand attention, to push you into mastery. Hollow Knight Silksong understands this language perfectly. In Silksong, you play as Hornet, a swift, acrobatic warrior thrown into the mysterious land of Farloom. Every area bursts with personality, handcrafted with the same loving detail that made the first Hollow Knight iconic. If Hollow Knight is all about precision and patience, Hornet is about momentum. Her jumps, dashes, and aerial tricks give the game a kinetic rhythm that feels like a dance. You can hop, float, slide, poke, and weave through enemies with that signature needle rapier. Fast, clean, and stylish. I know the game. It's tough, it's stylish, it's unforgettable, and whatever happens, as just don't rage quit. And that's it for today. Those were lists the top 15 Soulsvania masterpieces every gamer should play. Got a hidden gem I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or discovered a new title to add to your collection, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss future content. Once again, if you want to buy games with cheap price, the link in the description. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you in the next video.